Imagine this. You're out camping, enjoying the peace of nature, roasting marshmallows like a true outdoor warrior, when suddenly you smell smoke. And no, it's not your slightly overcooked s'more. It's an actual forest fire, and it's heading straight for you. Would you survive? Let's start with prevention. Because let's be honest, most wildfires are caused by humans. If you're camping, be smart about your campfire. Keep it small, contained, and always supervised. Before you leave, drown it with water until it's cool to the touch. And no, it looks fine isn't a valid test. Touch it with a stick, not your hand, unless you enjoy the smell of burnt fingers. Also, avoid camping near dry grass or under low-hanging branches. Fires love those spots. If it's windy, just don't start a fire at all. Trust me, cold marshmallows are better than running for your life. But let's say you did everything right, and yet, here comes a fire. Now what? First instinct? Run like crazy. But hold on, where are you running to? If you bolt without a plan, you might just run toward the fire instead of away from it. Take 3 seconds to scan your surroundings. Find out where the fire is coming from and where it's spreading. Fire moves faster uphill than downhill. So if you're on a slope, head downwards if possible. Now, which way is the wind blowing? Smoke will always drift in the same direction as the fire. So move against the wind to avoid inhaling a lungful of smoke and running straight into danger. Your expensive camping gear? Forget it. That tent, those chairs, your luxury camping pillow. They're all replaceable. Your life isn't. The only things worth carrying are water, hydration and survival, a flashlight, because fires create a lot of smoke and darkness, something to cover your nose and mouth, a wet shirt, bandana, or even your sleeve can filter out smoke. Everything else? Leave it behind. More people die from smoke inhalation than from burns and wildfires. That means your top priority is avoiding smoke at all costs. Drop low to the ground where the air is clearer. Smoke rises. So crawling, even though it makes you feel like a horror movie character, might actually save your life. If you have a cloth or shirt, dampen it and use it as a filter over your nose and mouth. A wildfire can spread at speeds of up to 22 kilometers per hour, 14 miles per hour. That's faster than you. You won't outrun it, so you have to outthink it. Look for a river, lake, or other large body of water. Fire doesn't burn water, and it might be your best shot at safety. A rocky area with little vegetation. Fire needs fuel. No plants, no fire. A large clearing or a burned area. Fires don't tend to reignite places they've already consumed. Avoid dense forests and dry grasslands. They're fire's favorite snack. All right, worst case scenario. The fire has surrounded you. First, don't give up. You still have options. Dig a ditch if possible. Fires burn upwards. So if you can get lower than the flames, you might avoid the worst of the heat. Cover yourself with dirt. It's not glamorous, but dirt doesn't burn. It acts as insulation against the flames. Find a depression in the ground. A ditch, a gully, or even a spot between large rocks can create a fire barrier. And if there's no way out and you're near a small body of water, you might be tempted to jump in, but beware of boiling water. If the fire gets close, small ponds or streams can heat up fast. Use water wisely, but don't cook yourself alive. Fires attract emergency responders, but they won't find you if they don't know where you are. Use a whistle. Always carry one when camping. Shout and burst. 3 short calls for help is an international distress signal. Reflect light using your phone screen, a mirror, or anything shiny. And if you have cell service, call for help immediately. Even if you think they already know about the fire, rescuers might not know you need help. Firefighters carry fire shelters, heat-resistant tents that can save lives in extreme conditions. You probably don't have one, but if you're ever in an area where wildfires are common, consider packing an emergency fire shelter in your survival kit. It could be the difference between life and death. If you follow these steps, you'll increase your chances of making out alive. You'll be back home, safe, and maybe even thinking, you know what? I deserve a break after all that. So, you decide to take a little trip to a science museum where you stumble across a mysterious time machine exhibit, and being the genius that you are, you press the big red button. Next thing you know, boom, you're in the Jurassic era, face to face with a T-Rex who looks like he skipped breakfast, and you might just be the main course. Would you survive? Find out in our next video.